Clear these hours, okay? Clear clear the shot. Okay, ready, action.
We're on the set of a soap opera with a difference.
We're making a show here called Taste of Life. It's a 60-part drama, TV drama for the Cambodian audience. It's financed by the British government, and the idea mainly is to spread health messages about the dangers of HIV and AIDS.
Cambodia has one of the highest rates of AIDS in Asia, with more than 100 new infections every day. Yet discussion of safe sex is taboo. The fictitious stories of Friendship Hospital will break new ground.
Let's go from the top, please.
One of our young characters actually contracts AIDS, and that takes a long time to resolve itself. And then as well, from week to week, we have smaller HIV stories where people come in with the disease and are treated by the nurses and doctors.
But the reality of AIDS in Cambodia is closer to horror story than soap opera.
With more than 10 years of epidemic, we have people who have already died. We have people who have developed a full-blown AIDS, and we have people who have no symptom but just carry the virus.
AIDS is an epidemic fueled by a booming sex industry. Men prowling for cheap sex aren't the only ones who find these high-risk women attractive. Scientists have also come calling. 800 Phnom Penh sex workers are being asked to take this pill called Tenofovir to see if it blocks HIV. The University of New South Wales leads the study.
Tenofovir is one of the drugs that is now used to treat people with HIV infection. It works by stopping the virus from replicating in a person. The thought is that if this drug is given to a person who doesn't have HIV infection already, it might have the same effect and stop the replication of the virus and thereby stop the person getting infected.
In theory, it's a promising idea, but there's a catch.
It's never been tested widely in people who don't have HIV infection.
Recruitment for the trial is at a standstill, with sex workers claiming they're being treated like human lab rats. As hazardous and potentially deadly as their working life is, Cambodia's prostitutes collectively don't want to become guinea pigs without clearer assurances. Scientists know that in patients with HIV, Tenofovir's side effects are held to be minimal and generally manifest in digestive complaints. But that's no guide for these women who prefer to take their chances on the streets rather than strange and uncertain science from the West. They won't participate unless they get a 30 to 40-year guarantee against side effects.
The problem that we perceive with that possibility is several-fold. First of all, we have to be very careful that we don't offer something that could be perceived as an inducement to participate in the trial. The second point is a more practical one in the sense that the institutions that would be required to ensure health coverage for a period of several decades are not really in place in Cambodia, and the University of New South Wales and other external agencies aren't really in a position to provide that kind of long-term commitment.
The stalemate may derail the trial. What makes sex workers all the more reluctant is they already feel an overwhelming sense of powerlessness. They live on the margins of a brutal society. This prostitute is holding up the so-called Cambodian condom, commonly available plastic bags that double as contraceptives because of the shortage of the real thing. Violence and gang rape are also part of the equation. Listen to this chilling but all too common story of how one transaction unfolded. It may seem a paradox to withhold support for a potentially life-saving drug. But to a group which can scarcely afford to eat, let alone buy Western medicines, the risks simply outweigh the benefits, no matter what assurances are being made.
Safety is a key component of this trial to measure in a very early stage of the recruitment and follow-up, and it could be a reason for stopping the trial early.
In a life otherwise devoid of the power to choose, Phnom Penh sex workers may say no to Tenofovir simply because they can.